Well, today we have a special announcement, and I would like to introduce Sue Margolis, Steve Parsons, and Rainer Rothberg. And we are going to talk to you a little bit about some things that are going to be changing here in Laguna Woods. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. How are you all doing today?
Very well. Thank you.
Fine.
Good. All right. Well, we're going to start with Steve, who has just some general opening comments.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve Parsons, president of 3rd Laguna Hills Mutual. And together with the boards of Mutual 50 and United Laguna Woods Mutual, I have an important announcement to the residents of Laguna Woods Village. We are sorry we need to do this, but COVID-19 is with us, and we must take steps to protect our people inside the village. As of Saturday, June 27th, 2020, Orange County experienced a week of the highest number of cases of COVID-19 since the pandemic began. Hospitalizations are at an all-time high. Orange County currently has one of the largest percentages of new cases in the whole state of California. The number of reported cases in the city of Laguna Woods has remained relatively low. Local medical professionals credit this to the fact that the majority of Laguna Woods Village residents are adhering to safety mandates and are staying at home. The majority of residents at Laguna Woods Village are in one or more high-risk categories for COVID-19, making our community unique from surrounding areas. The boards of directors of Mutual 50, 3rd Laguna Hills Mutual, and United Laguna Woods Mutual take the threat to its residents very seriously. Therefore, the boards have come together to pass an emergency resolution with the intent to protect all of us as much as possible during this unprecedented time.
And Sue, I know you wanted to also make some comments too.
Well, I'm going to give them what the resolution says, and I'm president of the United Laguna Woods Mutual. So we start out effective immediately. Residents must wear face coverings in the village, public areas, including every public area within the village, sidewalks, streets, parking lots, open areas, the creek area, including walking to and from manor, car, mailbox, laundry room, etc. Though car interiors are not considered public areas. I keep a mask on the door handle so that whenever I get ready to go out, I can remember to put it on. There are some exceptions to this pursuant to the state law. For exercise, active exercise within the conditionally open sports areas, specifically on the golf course, tennis, pickleball, paddle tennis courts, lawn bowling greens, and in the swimming pool, where 6 feet social distancing requirement is met, we refer you to the GRF procedures pertaining to these conditional reopenings of these facilities for more information. But that is an exception. There also were in line with the state exceptions. The exception pursuant to the state law, children under 2 years of age or younger do not have to wear a mask. The exception pursuant to the laws with medical conditions or mental conditions or disabilities that prevent them from wearing a face covering. This includes persons with mental conditions that could obstruct their breathing or are unconscious, incapacitated, and otherwise unable to remove the face covering without assistance. You will need a medical note possibly to be in this category. There is the next exception is persons who are hearing impaired or communicating with a person who is hearing impaired, where the ability to see the mouth is essential. These individuals are required to wear a face shield if possible. Face covering material must be worn covering both the nose and the mouth. And it's very important that you cover the nose. Most of them slip down to the chin. Face covering checks will take place at the gates. Each driver and passenger entering the village as a guest in the guest lane must demonstrate possession of face covering. Access will be denied to drivers and passengers who do not have face covering for each occupant in the vehicle. So that's very important. Let your guests know that they need to have masks to come in. Now on to contractors. Both private and VMS staff and all service providers are required to wear face coverings in the village public areas, including the same public areas that we had before: sidewalks, streets, parking lots, open areas, creeks, walking to and from the manor, car, mailbox, laundry room, and etc. So your caregiver or your contractor. For contractors and service providers, when loading and unloading the vehicle, carrying tools and equipment to the manor, taking breaks, and similar activities outside of the manor, they need to have face coverings. The United States Parcel Service employees, the mailmen, must adhere to the Postal Service policy, which requires employees to wear face coverings in areas where the state and local government have ordered or directed people to wear face covering. So your mailman will, or mailwoman, will have face covering. The penalty for contractors and service providers and visitors is the first violation, the village access will be suspended for 14 days. The second violation, the village access will be suspended for 30 days. The third violation, hopefully we'll never get there, the village access will be suspended for 60 days. And the next one that's really tough, of 10 or more people are prohibited in any open space. All in-person village-related meetings will be prohibited until further notice, and all required meetings will be conducted virtually. Indoor activities are prohibited at all clubhouses, community centers, and the GVA rec rooms, which has been in place for a long time. Now, for our employees, all employees entering the community center will be required to go under a temperature check. Access will be denied to an employee with a temperature higher of 100.4 degrees, pursuant to the CDC guidelines. VMS will continue to encourage the maximum of employees to telecommute. So there won't be many in the building. Contractors, caregivers, and other service providers are required to undergo daily employee temperature checks as part of the pandemic response prior to entering the village. No contractor, caregiver, or service provider are to be sent to the village when temperature exceeds 104 degrees Celsius pursuant to the CDC guidelines.
Okay, and thank you. So did you have anything else at this time?
No, I think Steve can carry on for now.
All right, great, Steve, go ahead.
Okay, this emergency resolution goes into effect today, June 29th, 2020 at 9 a.m. this morning. A warning period will extend from today, Monday, June 29th, until Sunday, July 5th, 2020. Enforcement will begin July 6th of next month. There will be no first warning. This resolution is in effect for a maximum of 120 days from today, Monday, June 29th. Enforcement and penalties will be announced later this week and no later than to commence no later than July 2nd of 2020. All residents subscribed to the village email communication list will receive a message that will indicate this emergency resolution immediately following the live broadcast of this day's show. The resolution is available on the Laguna Woods Village website. A code red notification will be sent to all residents on Monday, that's today, June 29th. Flyers are available at all gates beginning today at 3 p.m. Residents of the towers may obtain a copy at the general manager's front desk. Note, no visitors are currently permitted at the towers. And we want to thank you so much for your understanding and patience. All of us are working hard to be sensitive to your health and welfare. Please exercise care in all of your activities. You are important to us. Thank you.
That's very nice. Thank you. And Sue, thank you. And then Rhina, did you have some comments at this time?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. The towers, as most people know, is comprised of two 14-story buildings with one main entrance. So it has been easy for us to enforce rules. And we've done this since March 16th. Everyone must wear a mask. Everyone has a temperature taken before they are allowed into the building, and that's guests as well as staff. And staff has temperature taken again during the day. Now, when it comes to deliveries, we accept at the front door all deliveries, newspapers, packages, whatever, and then they are delivered to the units by staff. So no one comes into the building.
Mm-hmm.
If you have visitors, they again must wear a mask and must have their temperature taken. And since the 16th of March, we have locked all of our meeting rooms. And in public areas, you must wear a mask. And our residents have complied with that. But again, it's been a lot easier for us because we're contained as opposed to being spread out the way the other two mutuals are.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And Sue, did you have some closing comments?
Yes, due to the urgency, we're rushing this measure through, and I hope everybody understands the need for it. We're hoping that any resident who unfortunately tests positive for COVID will let resident service know so we can assist in contact tracing, self-quarantine, and stop the spread. Only through these measures will we be able to keep the most vulnerable of our community alive. Thank you all for taking care of each other, and we hope that this will not be too hard on you.
Thank you. I know this is a really difficult time for everyone. And of course, here we are in the highest group that's at risk. So I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. And thanks for looking out for everybody. All right.
Stay healthy, everyone.
Yes, everyone stay healthy and wear your mask.
Have a great day.
All right. Thank you for joining us. And we'll be right back with comments from Jeff Parker.